Hello, in this video, I am going to show you a weekly routine that I recommend you follow for being successful in Math 081. This routine will help you manage your time throughout the week so you make sure that you get all your assignments completed. We're going to go through this cycle, and each week you will just repeat the cycle as you work through the modules in Canvas. The first thing you want to do is view the weekly module outline in Canvas. That'll give you a preview of all the assignments that are due for the week. That way you can plan your time accordingly over the next 7 days. Here's what a sample week looks like in the Canvas modules. There's an overview. You always want to start by viewing the overview. That will give you a list of all the assignments that are due and a little description of things to look out for in the upcoming week. Notice you can see there's a due date under each item, and then it also tells you what you need to do. Are you just viewing it? Do you need to submit it? And how many points is it worth? So by June 3rd, you need to view the week 2 overview, and you also need to view a review on the order of operations. After that, you have a practice exam due. This practice exam is going to teach you how to use Respondus Lockdown Browser and your webcam, which you're going to use for the exams during the class. Then on June 3rd, you also have to upload your written work for that practice exam. And we will look at some samples of written work in just a minute. There's also a reminder that your more assignments for the units 3 and 4 are going to be due on June 7th. By clicking on this link, you'll be taken directly to your more course. By June 7th, you need to view the content page on using Venn diagrams to find the greatest common factor and the least common multiple. And then you have an extend your learning assignment called Thinking of Two Numbers that is also due on June 7th. So first you'll view the content page on Venn diagrams and then you'll complete the assignment. Then we have a discussion board that is also due on June 7th. In the discussion boards, you'll watch a study skills video and then you'll answer some questions about the video and then you'll reply to one of your classmates to create a nice discussion about the topic. Make sure you're always returning to the modules in Canvas each week to see what the new cycle is and what assignments are coming up. After you view the weekly module outline, you should start with your More media lesson. In More, there's a media lesson that goes with each unit. You want to watch all the videos and write down all the notes in your student workbook. You want to score 100% on the media lesson in order for the homework assignment to open. The class builds upon itself. So first you complete the media lesson, then you're able to access the homework. So here is a screenshot from a previous class, but your class will be set up the same way. You'll click on Unit 1 in More, and when you click on Unit 1, you will have access to the media lesson for Unit 1. This is what you'll see. You can see you have the Unit 1 media lesson, and it tells you that the homework for Unit 1 will become available once you complete the media lesson. So after you watch all the videos, you'll be ready to do the homework. You need to score 100% on the homework in order to move on to the quiz. Here is an example of what you'll be writing down while you're watching the media lessons. This page is from your student workbook, and then you notice there's space for your own handwriting. You want to show your work for every example and for every you try it problem. This is preparing you to take the quizzes and the exams. By writing down your work, you're making sure that you're comfortable with all the steps required to solve a problem. After you open the homework assignment in More, you want to complete it and get a score of 100%. By getting a score of 100% on the homework, you then allow yourself to be able to take the quiz. But here's the thing about the homework. You can reattempt a problem as many times as you want. You get one problem and you get 3 tries on that problem. If you still don't get it right after 3 tries, you can create a new problem. You can really do this as many times as you want. So that means that there's no reason why you can't get 100% on every single homework assignment. Just make sure you're planning ahead so you have enough time to do it before the due date. So you'll notice once you access the homework, there's a little note that tells you the quiz will become available once you achieve 100% on the homework. So you've done the media lesson, now you've completed the homework. After the homework, you're ready for the quiz. Here's a sample of what a homework page might look like. So you'll notice in the syllabus, I said that you should keep extra blank paper in your binder or have a separate spiral notebook for your homework. When you're working on your homework, you want to list each question, question 1, question 2, question 3, and so on. And you want to make sure that you're putting a label at the top of your notebook to keep your work organized and that you're showing your work for each problem. This way, if you ever meet with a virtual tutor or when we meet during our virtual study sessions, if you have questions on any of your work or on any of these problems, all you have to do is pull out your spiral notebook or pull out the paper where you had your work, show me on your webcam, and I can help you troubleshoot if you're stuck on a certain problem. So a lot of students always ask, but why do I have to show my work? I can do it all in my head. There's a couple good reasons why it's really important for you to show your work. Not only is it preparing you for higher level math classes down the road, but it's also going to help you in your current math class. Somewhere along the way, we've all been asked to show our work by our math teacher. Maybe we don't even know what that really means. Show my work. What do they want me to show? Showing your work means that when any calculation is involved, you've written down enough steps so someone else can follow what you did. Or someone else could reproduce your work and do the problem on their own by using your work as a guide. If a classmate or if your instructor, that's me, if I can figure out how you've reached your answer from start to finish without having to guess if there's any missing steps, then you've properly shown your work. I shouldn't have to guess how you got from one step to the next because you've shown all the accurate steps that flow from the beginning to the end. If you've done that, you've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, and then you've shown your work. So here you can see, here's a little image of what it might look like to show your work and another student showing her work on the board. Okay, after you've completed the homework and you've shown all your work, now you're ready for the quiz. When you open the quiz, it's going to look very similar to the homework, but you'll get 2 attempts at each problem, but you can still get a new problem after each attempt. So guess what that means? You can get 100% on each quiz, okay? The only difference is that in the quiz, when you're answering the problems, you won't have access to all the videos and all the extra examples like you do in the homework. That's why it's so important to show all your work in your notebook, because you can use your work on the quiz. You can use your notebook, you just don't have access to those online tools when you're taking the quiz. So if you've shown your work really well, and if you're able to follow it and reproduce it, you should have no problem getting 100% on the quiz. So you'll notice after you complete the homework, the quiz becomes available. You have 2 attempts for each problem. If you get it wrong after 2 attempts, you can still try another problem. Okay. All right. After you've completed all the more work, that is the media lesson, the homework, and the quiz, you want to go back to the modules in Canvas for that week because there's still other things to do for the week before the week is over. So you want to return to the modules in Canvas. You might have a discussion board or you might have an extend your learning assignment, okay? The extend your learning assignments are the ones that you have to print, complete with your writing by showing your work, and then you upload it into Canvas, okay? So after you complete it, you will scan it and upload it into Canvas. Don't worry if you don't have a scanner. I've posted 2 helpful apps that you can put on your mobile device. One is a free app through Adobe. The other one does have a minimal cost. I think it's about $2.99, but they're both wonderful apps to have on your phone or your iPad or your other device if you don't have your own scanner. I use them all the time on my phone. They're perfect. Okay. That's it. After that, you will go back and complete the cycle. Here we are. After you complete the cycle for 1 week, the next week will start and you'll complete the cycle all over again. Okay? Please let me know if you have any questions. Contact me and I will be happy to help. Bye.